Hello, Walk to End Alzheimer's team captains. This is Sarah Rupnick from the Wisconsin chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, and I'm here to give you your next team captain workshop. Today's workshop will talk about recruiting team members and how to build a successful fundraising team. During this workshop, we'll go over different recruitment tips and tricks, ways to fundraise and motivate fundraising on your team, different corporate team tricks, and we'll hear from a local team captain who's really leading the way with team fundraising. Before we dive in, first we want to thank you, our team captains, for everything you're doing to lead the way for your local Walk to End Alzheimer's. In your role as a team captain, you're leading by example. You're recruiting team members to join your team. You're encouraging your team members to raise funds that will go towards Alzheimer's research, care, and support. And you're making a difference for so many families who have been impacted by the disease. So once again, we thank you for everything that you're doing. As I mentioned, we'll start by going over some recruitment tools and tips. And if you've not done so already, this is the time for you to check out our first Team Captain Workshop video titled, I'm Registered, Now What? During this Team Captain Workshop, you'll learn how to navigate your Walk participant page, and that's where you can find all these resources we'll talk about today. Some of those recruitment resources being Walk to End Alzheimer's team business cards, fact flyers, and posters that you can update with your own team's information. Another resource you can access is the Team Captain Goal Setting Worksheet. In this document, you can track how much you as a walker raised last year and what your goal is for this year, how many team members your team had last year and what your goal is for this year, and how much funds your team raised last year and what's your goal for this year. We want you to aim high. The average team raises $1,100. Within your Team Captain Goal Setting Worksheet, you'll find a document called Your Sphere of Influence. This is where you can think about all the people that you know and reaching out to them to help you in the fight against Alzheimer's. Think about people you know from your activities, like your gym or your place of worship. Your work contacts, which can be colleagues, vendors, or clients. Personal vendors, people like your hairdresser, your mechanic, your doctor. Community contacts, local businesses, chambers of commerce, any neighborhood groups that you're in. If your kids are in school, think about who you know from the school. Ask everyone that you identify on this Sphere of Influence page to get involved on your Walk to End Alzheimer's team by writing them a letter, sending them an email, giving them a call, or reaching out to them on social media. You can find templates for all these right in your participant center. Now that you've recruited your team, it's time to get fundraising. As a team captain, you should work with each of your team members to set a fundraising goal. You should be encouraging your team members to raise $100 so they get the Walk to End Alzheimer's t-shirt. And you should be sending out encouraging messages, highlighting team members who have hit some fundraising milestones. Make sure you're using your Team Captain worksheet to track your goals and your progress. A great place to recruit team members and to raise funds is, of course, your workplace or businesses that you frequent. Within your participant center, you can find this sheet, The Impact of Alzheimer's in the Workplace, which will let business leaders know how much the Alzheimer's is impacting their place of work. 6 in 10 caregivers were employed in the past year. 57% of employed caregivers had to go into work late, take off, or leave early due to caregiving needs. So this sheet just really shows your workplace why getting involved with the Walk to End Alzheimer's is important. Some other corporate team tools that you can find in your participant center are 10 tips for recruiting fundraisers from work, and hosting a Casual for a Cause event at your office, getting your colleagues to bring in donations in order to wear jeans. And don't forget to find out if your company does matching gifts. you can check online at matchinggifts.com/walk. So now that you've gotten a few ideas on how to recruit team members and encourage team fundraising, I'd like to introduce a team captain, Amanda Barber.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I am one of the team captains for Team Memories and Dreams for the Milwaukee County Walk, and I just want to share a couple of different ways you might try for fundraising. One of my favorite ways that I started this year is some different dine-out events. So Panera is an easy one to get set up, as well as Chipotle. One thing to note is Chipotle does require a minimum amount of sales for them to donate to the cause. So you need to have a good turnout for that one. And another really great resource is the website groupraise.com. And when you go to that site, you type in your group's information and you can select different restaurants in your area. So in the Milwaukee area, I would say there are somewhere around 30 or so restaurants that you can select and set up a date to have a dine-out event, and they give back anywhere from 10 to 30% of the sales. So that site makes it really simple. You can also communicate right with the restaurant managers through the website, and then they handle all the donation processing. So that is a really simple way to meet up with other walkers or friends and family and give back easily while enjoying some great food. And another thing I've done for the past few years is pick up some of the point of purchase flowers from the association and take them to different local businesses and things like that. So I have a friend who owns a furniture store, and she's always happy to put them out for me, and typically we get a couple $100 back from the point of purchase flowers. So another great thing for me is setting goals and just trying to achieve those. So setting my goal right at the beginning of walk season really helps me stay focused and reach my goals by September. So good luck with the fundraising, and have a great walk season.